The time right now, it is 4:12. What a difference a few hours make. I left the house at
just
2.
2 hours.
I left the house at 2 this morning, and it actually was much warmer. It wasn't raining.
It was 56. Now we're down to the lower 40s and tumbling. We're going to be dropping through the 30s and 20s today.
Wow.
Lisa, a ton to talk about, so let's just get right to it. Obviously, still raining right now and getting colder. Let's go to the maps to show you the details. The wind is blowing not quite as strong as the 51-mile-per-hour wind gust that we saw at about 3:30 this morning. Urban and small stream flood advisories have been issued for the bit of batch of heavier rain that has been moving through. It's kind of like a poor man's flood warning. That's what an urban and small stream flood advisory. You're not going to get widespread flooding in this, but what we may see is some poor drainage flooding in the gray until 7 a.m. and also some of those small streams may come to up to the level where it could flood a little bit. That's in general for counties across central New York right now. We'll keep you posted. 44, the current temperature in Syracuse. You could see some of that heavier rain in the yellows from Watertown to Pulaski, down through Parrish, and now Syracuse. Not quite as heavy as it was just 10 minutes ago, but extreme rainfall around Chittenango, Cazenovia, down to Fenner, and slicing our way through Manlius. Still some heavier rain there. We look a little further south. It just went through the 13 corridor between Cortland and Ithaca. Inside some of these yellows and oranges, by the way, could actually have some of those higher wind gusts as well. Now, all this heavy rain that we have right now is probably out of here by 8 a.m. By that point, there's some leftover flurries and snow showers. Our attention turns away from flooding rains and to snow. But before we talk about that, there are other warnings in effect. There are localized river flood warnings in effect for the Tiofnioga River. It's not flooding yet, but will likely flood later today, minor flooding of the Kellogg Road. And we also have a river flood warning in effect for the Shenango River at Sherburne. Now, these are specific river flood warnings for those two areas right there, not the whole county, just those two locations for those rivers. Now, with respect to the wind and to the snow today, winds are going to rock all day long. They're going to pick up again. If there's a slight lull this morning, it's going to pick up. Winds are very frequently going to gust to 55 miles an hour. And behind me, you also notice not just some flurries, but also lake effect snow. We're expecting accumulations. Before we talk accumulations, temperatures are going to fall through the 30s and 20s. Got to watch some icy spots as temperatures get that cold, by the way. And current rainfall will probably change to general snow before it ends. Now, this lake effect that you see right in through here, well, we're expecting this snow to pile up even as early as today. New snowfall today will likely be confined, if we're talking about anything over an inch, be confined straight east of Lake Ontario. Most spots 1 to 3, 3 to 6. Northern Tug Hill will see 6 to 12 inches of snow. Watch the bands overnight. Only a very, very slow sag to the south. That means additional snowfall. Notice that I think Oswego, northern Oneida, and southern Lewis counties will get hammered. Most spots 6 to 12, isolated spots 12 to 24 inches. Notice the Syracuse area very close, so close that I'd like to zoom in a little closer here so you could see the same map I just showed you in a zoomed-in fashion. If you're north of the Thruway, roughly the 31 corridor north, 3 to 6, and then 6 to 12 likely, much of Oswego and northern Oneida County, and somewhere in this white zone, not sure if it's going to be right there or a little further north or south, there's going to be a few isolated pockets of 24 inches. It's a tough call for the city. For now, I'm going for the city at 1 to 3, but stay tuned. As you know, lake effect can be fickle. Then on Friday, expect another 1 to 3 inches of snow showers and cold 23, flurries Saturday 25, light snow Sunday at 30. There's certainly a lot going on. I'm going to keep you posted online and on the air right through the Today Show. Back inside.